Hello, America. It's time to check the nonsense at the door, clear the cobwebs between your ears, and have a rational-ish conversation. This is the lost art of common sense. That's right, I'm Josh.
And I'm Kevin.
And this is the lost art of common sense. And in today's episode, and possibly the next couple, we're going to be discussing or comparing Star Trek versus Star Wars versus the Orville versus Galaxy Quest. Basically what we're going to do in this show, it's just having fun. There's so much bullshit going on in the world. We decided that we wanted to have a fun episode and put a bunch of sci-fi geeks against each other by saying a bunch of shit that no matter what side somebody may or may not fall on, we're going to piss off somebody. And that's what we do. So that's kind of the premise of the show. We're going to go through all the technologies, possibly their form of government, and then if they were all put into one thing and had to fight to the death, who we think would win. So, Kevin, what are your general thoughts on these four sci-fi fictional realities?
Oh, I think if I was going to choose one, I think I would choose Star Trek because of the size and scope of it. I think that one has the most to it, I guess, from just the amount of content, you know. I think, and I mean, you can pick. I think the first three Star Wars movies were the best movies out of all these.
Now, with the way Star Wars goes, what are you talking? Are you talking
episode
about books?
3, 4?
Okay, so the original
5.
3 movies that came out.
Yes, the original 3 that came out. I think those were the 3 best movies out of all the movies. Obviously, the Orville does not have any. I think entertainment-wise, I think with the comedic aspect of the Orville, that helps that one. Obviously, it's not a complete comedy. I think that's a kind of a different take. They do have comedy in it. I like what's his name? Brutus. Is that his name?
Are you talking about the dude that comes from the planet of all males?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So I like him. He's funny because he's such dry wit. So I think he's pretty good in it. And then Galaxy Quest. I mean, it's just a
movie.
It's just a movie, but it's so good. He's got Tim Allen in it. It's got Alan Rickman in it. So Sigourney Weaver's in it. I mean, it's a good movie. So it's also got that dude that we were talking about the other day. The announcer guy. They just kind of for the Galaxy Quest. He's in the movie Moon. We were talking about, but you never seen Moon, so that doesn't help. 7 Psychopaths. He was in that. He was in the Green Mile.
Now, what was he in the Green? Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. He's in that movie.
His character's name is
Guy. Yeah. So
he was freaking hilarious in that movie.
Yeah. So he was in that. They had a ton of good people in that movie. And it's just I think it's more of a cult classic movie, if you want to call it like Galaxy Quest anything. But I think Star Wars, like the original ones, is by far probably my favorite overall. The original movies, the prequels, they're all right, and these last 3 were like just a rip off on the original. I mean, almost the exact same plot. I mean, it was so dumb. J.J. Abrams screwed that up. Like, he could have gone and taken Star Wars somewhere else, but they didn't.
I thought they were going off books though. Like,
no, they created their own content, then made it canon once Disney bought it. Like, I think George Lucas had a totally opposite, way of going for the sequel trilogy, I guess. And I don't think they didn't go for it. So they just kind of changed everything, and I don't know. It was all right, I guess. But, I mean, they're entertaining, good sci-fi action and stuff. But
Disney has a knack for buying stuff and then fucking it up.
Yes. Kind of like Marvel. I mean, the first 4 phases of Marvel were really good. This last phase has been
It's a
not
little
great.
rough. It's a little rough.
Yeah,
You can see where it's going, and I don't like it.
I don't like where it's going either. They're going too woke with everything, and it's ruining the Marvel movies. Like they just go with this regular comic book action. I think maybe hopefully the new Black Panther will be pretty good. But I haven't seen the new Thor movie. Have you?
No, well, like I said, I watched this channel on YouTube called Movie Pitch or something, where the guy just runs through the movie as a pitch. And I already thought like it kind of looked dumb. And then when I found out that like the Guardians of the Galaxy are like an afterthought in the movie, I was like, yeah, I'm not watching it. And it's like, is it Chris Bale?
Yeah, I heard he was really good at it though.
Yeah, they said like his performance was wasted on that movie.
Yeah. I heard
so I haven't seen. I'll probably watch it at some point, but
I'm sure there's gonna be funny part. There's gonna be like I can find things I like in every Marvel movie. I didn't watch the new Miss Marvel or whatever on Disney Plus or She-Hulk. I haven't seen any of that either.
That looks stupid too.
Yeah, so I have
that looks like we really don't have enough money for CGI, so we're gonna go back and use 90s shit.
Yeah, so I like all the let's go back to the Star Wars, Star Trek, Galaxy Quest, Orville. I like all of them. Like I'm a fan of all of them. I mean, there's not one I like hate there's certain aspects of every show that I don't like. There were certain episodes of Star Trek and Star Trek: The Next Generation and Enterprise and what else they have? Deep Space Nine. I didn't like Deep Space Nine. I did. I think I don't know. I think it's because I hated Worf's kid because he was in it a lot. Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, it was like halfway through.
Yeah, he was in it a lot, and I think children ruin movies because they're always the bratty kid, that gets into shit, and
he was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, he was always a pain in the ass. I'm like, just do science, just do alien shit,
There hasn't been a Star Trek series, at least the old ones, that I didn't like. Anything that had to do with Next Gen, I liked all of them.
I don't know. I even like Discovery. I haven't seen the Strange New Worlds. I think the last season of Discovery kind of fell off a little bit. I haven't seen Strange New Worlds though.
Yeah, you mean when Discovery, where Stacey Abrams is like president of the world or
president
the universe
of Earth
or whatever?
Yeah, president of Earth.
Like, yeah, okay.
Okay, she couldn't even win Georgia, right? So.
But we froze her, thawed her out 3,000 years later, and they felt sorry for her, so they elected her president of the world.
Yeah, and she, just to say, she still hasn't conceded that she lost. She still says she won.
So. Oh, yeah, and she can talk about it all she wants. Yeah, I would agree. I like all of them. I think I lean more towards Star Trek than I do Star Wars. And then I realized, I think a couple days ago when I put this list together, this is basically Star Wars versus Star Trek and two other Star Trek knockoffs.
Basically, yes.
But if you look at all of them, really, I don't know if there is a knockoff on Star Wars. I think they're all like Babylon 5. All of them are kind of...
That's because Star Wars is more of a movie. And, if you're going to do
Star Wars was based in the past.
Yes. Well, it was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Exactly. That's why Ancient Aliens brought that up.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did. They brought it up. It's like Star Wars. Like this all happened eons ago, and then we have aliens, and that's where Star Wars. I mean,
that's how George Lucas got the idea for Star Wars.
Possibly,
Alien, maybe. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're all good.
Let's just say if you could have a spaceship, like right now, boom, appear in orbit, and you could take it away. You're in command. What spaceship would you want?
I think you got to take the Enterprise, right?
You know what Enterprise I would want, though? I don't know if I would want, the Enterprise D from The Next Generation.
I mean, or
that black one from the first... Was it the first or second? Star Trek movies.
Star Wars, yeah. I don't know.
The one where RoboCop's the Bad Admiral.
That's the second one. That's Into the Darkness.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having that one either, because that one's you could run that by yourself.
I don't know. I might take the one from Discovery,
Just blow shit up. Oh yeah, with the spore drive.
the Spore Drive. I mean, you have
That's
somebody.
what I'm talking about, though. The spore drive. That's how you could travel
Yes, because it's
like long
instant. Like,
distances.
yeah, you instantly change or go through the whatever I can't remember what they call it,
Spore realm.
highway or whatever. Yeah,
They're basically using dimensions to jump from one point to another. Kind of like the quantum realm in Marvel for like time travel. They're doing it with space.
yes. I think they're just following like certain areas, and you have to be able to guide it.
Yeah, I don't know. I might want Discovery because of the spore drive. Because then you could
I,
literally like, I want to go to that galaxy. You're there.
yeah, I mean, have they tried to jump galaxies? Because it's all in our galaxy, right?
Yeah, well, I think you have to know where you're going. Like that guy.
Yeah, that's true. You can't just like blindly.
That's
go
how you end up
somewhere.
in hell.
That is maybe you should put Event Horizon on here. I can tell you what, I would not take that ship.
No, before or after, because obviously there's something wrong with the navigation.
Yeah, if it's sending you to hell, yeah, there was.
Let's see. Okay, well, who do you think has the biggest fan base?
Oh, I don't know. I think. Well, I mean, I obviously it's not Orville or Galaxy Quest.
It's definitely between Star Trek or Star Wars.
Oh, I don't.
It's a tough one.
I think,
and I
Star
don't
Trek,
have numbers on this. I have no idea.
I think Star. Actually, I think Star Wars. I think Star Wars has the biggest fan base.
See, I don't know.
If I was going to guess, I would say probably Star Wars.
Yeah, well, and I don't think you're going to have as you might not know someone's a Star Wars fan as much as you can pretty well point out the Star Trek fans. Of course, I'm a Star Trek fan, and you wouldn't know about it unless you want to talk about space.
Yeah,
I'll talk about space based on a science fiction television show and shit ton of movies.
I think Star Wars has the most toxic fan base.
What do you mean?
I think they're just like they're the ones that like, you know, they're if something's not completely canon, some nerd's gonna figure it out and bitch to people about it, and you know, it's horrible. Like they are.
You're thinking Star Wars fans are that way?
Star Wars, yeah. Star Wars fans are toxic as shit. Like, horribly bad. Star Trek fans are like, all right, you know, anything can be canon in Star Trek, you know, they just got to put an episode out that shows something's now canon, you know. It doesn't really matter as much, you know, but Star Wars fans, like, the nerds that read the books and, you know, follow everything and get schematics for the ships and kind of like Galaxy Quest, like the nerd.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they had like the new every episode and shit. Yeah, that's how Star Wars fans are. I mean, a lot of people, because it's amazing how many people actually base their existence on like Star Trek or Star Wars. Yeah, that's what their life really is. I mean, I'm sure they got jobs and stuff, but I mean, their life is Star Wars and Star Trek. And I don't know if I can be into anything that much. I enjoy everything. I enjoy watching it for entertainment value. I think obviously doing a discussion like this with you is a lot of fun, but I'm not going to pull the schematics up on the Enterprise and be like, hold on, that guy took a left when he went into the turbo lift, and he should have taken a right.
That's physically impossible. He would have gone outside the port side of the ship.
Yeah. I'm not going to, you know, I'm not that kind of nerd. I just enjoy it because they're entertaining and they take your mind away from the normal shit of life. And especially like there's so much Star Trek content out there. You can literally spend like weeks watching them, you know, and I don't know how long Next Generation is. That's the one I enjoyed the most, I think. Because that's the one I remember watching with my mom, my dad, and my brothers and stuff in the family room. We every time it came on at night, we'd watch it. So that one's got a special place in my heart. But it's just, you know, it's good entertainment, and it can, like, I don't know how many episodes there are, but I'm pretty sure it would take you weeks to go through all the episodes, especially if you went from the original Star Trek all the way up to Strange New Worlds.
Well, there are 177 episodes of Next Generation.
at an hour apiece. It's 177 hours.
It takes a while because I've watched that entire series start to finish like 3 times.
I think I've watched it twice through.
I don't watch any sitcoms anymore. And if I'm in a big lull in between, like I watch a lot of like Forged in Fire and shit like that. And I was watching that Alien show, which was good, and I'm still recording it. But after they did that super woke thing where they just went around making men look like men are stupid, and women are awesome, and that's what the whole episode was about. It had nothing to do with the storyline. It's like, do I want to keep watching this? And if you go look at the reviews in that episode, everyone's saying the same shit. What does this have to do with the storyline? But like, if there's just nothing on, I'm like, you know what? I can always watch Star Trek. So I watch it from. I've watched that all the way through. I've watched Deep Space Nine twice. I've only watched Enterprise, like the prequel to even the original. You know which one I haven't watched all the way through? The original Star Trek.
I've watched it all the way through.
It's actually kind of interesting though, because it's corny as shit, but it's entertaining.
It is.
Like maybe it's because of Bill Shatner. I don't know.
And you got Leonard Nimoy as Spock.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the movies, but like I've never actually watched all the episodes of the original one. But I was just surprised when I was watching them. Like, this is actually half-ass entertaining.
Yeah, the movies are good. I can see
why people liked it. So yeah, I think it's a toss-up on the biggest. Who do you think is the most committed and or nerdiest fan base? Again, this probably doesn't carry over to Orville or Galaxy Quest.
I don't know.
I'm going to go on a limb here and say Star Trek because I've never seen a documentary called Fanboys, but if you watch the documentary on Netflix called Trekkies, you should watch that if you haven't. Where people like go live life like they're in the
nerdiest. I think Star Trek. Like I said, I think nerdiest is probably Star Trek. I think Star Trek for sure because I think it has the biggest. It's been around for so damn long, It's been around since 1960 or whatever the hell the original came in, and it's always been on. Like there's always some iteration. There might be a 3 or 4 year gap between shows sometimes, but it's always been there.
Yeah, I think it was kind of crap that they cut that. It was called Enterprise, wasn't it? With the Quantum Leap guy.
Yeah, that one was good.
The guy with the vampire name.
Yeah, Scott Bakula.
Bakula.
Yeah.
I think they got screwed.
Vampire name.
Bakula. Count Bakula. But that one wasn't bad. Now you can tell the viewership. You can always tell when the viewership starts dropping off because they start putting more like skimpy clad female aliens in the shows.
Yes.
It's like we need to get more people to watch.
Well, sex sells. Yeah, sex sells.
That's true. Yeah, I think they're the nerdiest. I don't know about committed because I think
that's probably why we're not bigger.
Well, I think if you got a group of yeah, that's true. I personally think if you had like a group of Trekkers, they don't like being called Trekkies because who gives a shit, and then fanboys, and they were going to get in a fight over whose show was better. I'm pretty sure the fanboys would beat the shit out of the Trekkers.
Maybe.
I don't know. For some reason, to me, nothing against like I said, I prefer Star Trek over Star Wars. That's just me. I like it too because I think they're nerdier because Star Trek's always been more on the science-y stuff, like figuring out ways to fix a problem. And Star Wars is an action movie. I mean, it's all yeah. But I don't know. For some reason, I just feel like they're the bad boys of the nerd groups.
The Star Wars fans.
Yeah, the fanboys.
Well, I think they're.
It might be because of that movie, Fanboys.
Yeah, I just think, and they really made Trekkies
paint Trekkers or Trekkies in a good light in that movie.
And I live in Iowa, and I've been to Riverside, and they do not have a Captain Kirk statue.
That's bullshit. Why not?
I'm almost positive they do not have a Captain Kirk statue. Just
another example of Iowa failing at life.
I know. I think isn't he supposed to be being born here pretty soon, or no? Maybe not. When's Star Trek? When's the original one? Like I can't remember
No,
the
that one's
dates.
a ways down. Like
that's a couple hundred years, right?
yeah, I think Star Trek Enterprise with Bakula. I think that still goes by our date system, but I think in Star Trek where old Bill comes in,
Where they
I
do
think
the star
that's where they
dates.
go to Star Date, and like
I
there's
still don't understand the star
calculators.
date.
There's no way to understand it because there's like multiple scales and trying to figure out what the hell a star date is. So it doesn't. It's all bullshit.
Yeah, I have no idea what star dates are, and they never
It's
say years in Star Wars, so I don't know how
no,
long ago that was. And
it's like
you wouldn't know.
Stardate 23658.4, and someone's gonna be like, "Hey, that is June 14th, 2234."
Yeah,
And the point five means it's 5 o'clock in the morning.
Are they just making shit up?
I don't know.
I'm sure
I'm
there's got to
sure
be a
there are
real
people
scale,
out there
right?
that know. There are websites because I tried to look it up because I had a Star Trek themed watch face, TNG, and I was looking for a star date for my birthday, and I found like 3 different numbers for it.
Huh.
So it's all bullshit.
So no one really knows. I'm sure whoever made the movies probably knows.
Well,
My
it's like,
guess.
okay, maybe TNG has theirs. And for the lane piece, and that's the next generation.
Yes.
I don't know. Like maybe each person has their own thing, but
All right,
who do you
go.
think has the best storyline?
I think the original Star Wars had a great storyline. Then obviously the prequel and the stuff, so they ruined it. But I think
There's so much they could have done with Star Wars too.
I know.
Instead
And
of just, hey, let's just keep repeating shit.
I think the animated series is for Star Wars probably one of my favorites. The Rebels and Clone Wars.
You know what my favorite animated sci-fi series is?
What's that?
Spaceballs, the animated series.
I forgot I even had that. Maybe we should add Spaceballs into this.
That's the Star Wars knockoff. Spaceballs.
Yes. Star Wars knockoff Spaceballs. I always remember the fucking ship that turned into a woman with a vacuum cleaner. So stupid.
He turned into Mega Maid.
Yeah. Just vacuumed out the oxygen from the fucking world.
And instead of Starfighter, they fly around to Winnebago.
Yeah. Darth Helmet.
Yep. So that is the only knockoff that I can think of. Spaceballs. Great fucking movie. Sad they didn't make sequels to that.
I know. Well, after John Candy passed.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no more
could do
barf.
barf like John Candy.
No. So, and it's weird the dude from the main guy for that movie was the same guy in Independence Day. The president.
Yeah. The president was freaking what's his face?
Bill Pullman.
No.
And
Are you talking about
Independence Day?
president of Spaceballs?
No, Independence Day.
Yeah.
The president on Independence Day was Bill Pullman.
He was Lone Star.
Yeah.
Lone Star.
Yeah, so.
I did a great Obamacare meme that never caught traction because I forgot to make it public. And I put Obama as Lord Helmet and Biden as his dumbass sidekick. And I changed Mr. Coffee to Obamacare.
Nice.
It should have gone viral, but I freaking forgot to make it public.
You didn't make
it
public.
Damn it.
Way
And
to
a
go.
guy up top being like, he was like this or something, reading bills, and it says, he said I'd be able to keep my doctor. And then at the bottom, it shows Obama, and it's a thing where he has a coffee. He's like, food you. You know, I'm going to insert that picture right here so everybody can see it. It took me forever to find a picture of Joe Biden where his head was in just the right direction. Like, as far as Photoshop goes, that's like one of my best work. Some of my best work.
Yeah. I can't wait to see it because I don't think I ever saw it.
Yep. I'm going to put it up here.
So
I agree, though. I think as far as a straight storyline goes, hold your interest development wise, and maybe it's because, like you said, it's a movie. I think Star Wars wins out. because like there's kind of like, and it goes by seasons though, because Star Trek's a little different. Like each season will have like, you know, where
It's good episodes and bad episodes.
well they always had their fillers where it's just like
Yeah.
that's where a lot of people bitch about the Picard series, which I like the Picard series, but it's only 10 episodes a season and they had filler episodes. It's like, really? You guys couldn't figure out how to make 10 consecutive storyline episodes? You had to throw in a bullshit one like a toss back to, hey, remember when the Next Generation had a stupid episode that nobody really likes and had nothing to do with anything? We're going to throw that in here and burn one of our 10 episodes.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that, especially in a 10 episode arc. I mean,
yeah, that was dumb. And I like the show, but I got what people were saying. It's like, this is dumb.
I didn't get past third episode of the first season.
I forced myself to watch all of them.
I don't know. I couldn't get into it. I think that's the one Star Trek show I've never watched all the way through.
Who's your favorite Star Trek captain?
I still think Picard's probably my favorite captain.
Yep.
Although I didn't mind Bakula. The one
it took me a while to get into the Enterprise just because
Janeway wasn't horrible.
No, she wasn't bad. Except for she totally fucked over her crew multiple times in that show because because of my morals, I'm going to strand you guys 60 years. Wasn't it had to be at least 60 years before they could get back? If they were going balls out the whole time. It's like, well, you go ahead. Oh, no, I just can't do it. You know what? Screw you, Janeway.
Yeah, I
think Janeway was in the dumbest Star Trek episode ever written. And that's when her and the pilot dude, can't remember his name, somehow got like, I don't know if they were supposed to evolve or devolve, but they turned into like these fish things and they had babies and then they made them normal again. Dumbest ass episode
I don't even know
of all time, of all Star Trek, whatever.
Yeah, weird.
What was that dude's name? His character. I don't care about the actor.
I can't remember. What was that? Because it's Star Trek what? I can't remember what the name of the show is.
What? The series?
Yeah, the Janeway one.
It's Voyager.
Yeah, Voyager. You know, that's regarded as one.
And Lieutenant Tom Paris.
That's right. I think that one's regarded as the top Star Trek series.
That's bullshit.
I think so too.
It was good. They got lazy. They're like, we're done. They're back. Stop watching.
I really like the first two seasons of Enterprise.
But
I really enjoyed. You got Bakula. Count Bakula. I think that was really good. I like the Vulcan woman on there is really hot. Can't remember her name, but she was super hot.
So you knew exactly what episode I was talking about when I said they had to spice it up, didn't you?
Yeah.
You.
I did. And it was, I don't know. It's just like, you don't have to do those things. I mean, I think
that was a good show. Ratings. I don't know why
that was a good show. Because I think it was on like the CW or something.
It was on CW.
Was it? It wasn't on CBS. I know that.
It just they weren't getting the ratings. And any sci-fi show, because of the amount of CGI they have to do, is expensive. So they have to be pulling numbers. Where Star Trek has actually always done better in syndication than it has on its. Even though, I remember growing up, ooh, Star Trek's coming on, the Next Generation. Woo.
Yeah.
I would say storylines definitely Star Wars all the way.
I think just because the size and scope of Star Trek, that it's hard to have a.
Well, there's too many. Each season was a storyline, especially as they got in and developed the series. It was this episode we're against the Borg. This episode we're against alien. Whatever that thing was. It was like a designation. They were multi-dimensional beings.
Oh, yeah. The Q continuum?
No, not the Q continuum.
I always liked Q though.
No, like this alien race, it was an interdimensional race. They weren't from our dimension, and they were kicking the shit out of the Borg. And I know there's some. If any Star Trek fan comes across this episode, it's blah blah blah. You dumbass.
I can't remember.
I can't either. But they like had like ships, and they made themselves look like humans. That's when the Enterprise found that planet that was an exact replica of the Star Trek Academy.
Oh yeah.
It's like alien blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna remember it.
I'm not either.
Which is weird because I've watched a lot of episodes, but
probably okay. So up.
Who do you think? And now go into all four, but because this one's subjective. Which one has the best character development?
Oh, I think you can say any. I think Star Trek. You can probably pretty much say any of them. I don't know. Star Trek, or Star Trek or the Orville or now we're going to throw that back in there, but I think anything on syndication or that has a series is you got more time for character development. You can show different aspects of each character. You can see when they get angry or when they make a mistake. Where like Star Wars, it's just action and there's development, but I guess you can say from Luke from being a farmer to a Jedi way too fast, that never got, that's the only thing I didn't like about the original. Obviously,
if you got a teacher like Yoda, Kevin, you're just like, bam.
I don't think so because, like they're saying everybody else takes like from a child to an adult to become a Jedi master, but somehow Luke did it in like 6 months.
He was like, water on the brain you have.
Yeah, so I don't understand how that was weird. But
because he was Anakin Skywalker's son, dude.
Yeah, but Anakin Skywalker was a dick.
Yeah, he was.
So he killed a bunch of children.
And Lucas has a knack of picking horrible actors.
Oh, I know.
That like made and broke that dude's career.
Yeah. Oh, Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
I think I saw him.
I did like him in Jumpers, though. I thought that was a good movie.
I thought so, too. I thought that was a good movie. And I don't know. I think Star Trek, any Star Trek, you can probably say that any of their characters, their main characters, they always have so many, such big arcs. And, there's so many episodes in a season. And, you can even say, like, even Data from, The Next Generation. He was just a robot, but, that didn't have emotions, but you felt for the character still. Then he got emotions, then he could turn off his emotions, and
yeah, that was annoying too.
Yeah, because he was always such a pussy when he had emotions.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
I'm scared.
Turn your emotion chip off.
Then he had a non-binary child.
Yeah,
that chose. Oh my God, Data started this whole trend. You can choose your gender.
Yes, damn it, Data.
Damn you.
But I think Star Trek. I guess Orville. I like their.
I would say anyone with a TV series has got it because the funny thing is the pilot from the Orville, he's had quite the character growth over the last 3 seasons.
Yes. Yeah, because he actually had a family in the past.
If you haven't watched season 3, skip past this part.
Yeah, man, that was a rough episode. Like he had to forget his family and shit.
Well, he didn't know when it was all.
Well, I know, but still.
I could have sworn that they were going to take. I figured they would take the kid and daughter.
That's what I thought. Like the kid and the wife.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn,
MacFarlane, he's such a dick.
Yeah, so that was a rough episode. I was like, damn, this one got me in the feels.
You know what that kind of reminded me of, except for he forgot about it, was that I think it's still one of the top rated episodes of The Next Generation, when Picard got put in that trance, and it was something to do with the civilization did to where he lived out his life, had a wife, kids, and it was all a simulation. It all happened in his head, where he got the flute.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of reminded me of that episode a little bit.
Yeah, kind of.
That was a good episode, though.
That was a good episode.
It's like, yeah, you were out for like 5 hours. What?
Yeah, he lived his whole life.
I got my hearing back?
I wonder if that happens when people go into coma.
Possibly.
You know?
Except for you, if you're in a coma for 20 years, you wake up 20 years older. That's a little different. He was in an accelerated computer generated reality, Kevin.
Yeah, but I think I saw. What did I see? I think I saw a show about that. Like somebody was in a coma and they lived their whole life, then like they were old and stuff, and they died. Or I think I read it on maybe a Reddit thread or something. Like somebody had like they
Reddit is like hard hitting news. Like who needs Forbes?
Yeah,
Reddit.
I think I saw this. You know, it was like this guy like lived out his whole life. Like he went into a coma, got a car accident, went into a coma, but in his coma he lived out a whole different life where he had a wife and kids and like he was older. Then all of a sudden he like woke up and it was only like 3 days later, and yet he felt tremendous guilt for losing his wife and kids. Like he was on the verge of suicide.
Survivor's guilt.
Yeah. So that'd be weird.
Huh.
So I don't know. Who knows
that's what kind of reminded me of that. But yeah, they definitely had any series, like you're not gonna be able to get like the character development you see in Star Wars is like becoming a Padawan and then becoming a Jedi. That's about it. Now, Princess Leia had some development because she was like, I'm a princess. It's like, I'm a warrior princess. Zeta, bitches. Exactly. I kissed my brother. Pew, 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 pew. At least I think that happened, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so.
Yeah. Jesus.
Then old Han Solo's like, you can have her, Luke. It's fine. No, it's not. It's totally my sister. It's all you, bro.
It's totally not fine.
I feel guilty for what happened. I'm not going to go into details, but she's yours.
Something about space travel and incest. Yeah.
That ain't no lie.
It's a common problem with fucking space travel.
Of all four of these, which granted, now there are differences, so you can possibly pick between whatever. Which of these realities do you think have the most chance of like resembling the future?
Oh, Star Wars is in the past. No.
Well, that is true. I thought about that, but you know.
No, I think actually, I think the one that I would like to see is the Star Trek future. Obviously, Galaxy Quest is not the future. That's just aliens kidnapping a bunch of actors and.
Well, yeah, but technically, that race made that show into reality.
Yeah.
So in the movie, that was real.
Yeah, except for they were a bunch of squids.
That is true. They either look like squids or dead people, and can't remember his name from The Office. The guy that got made fun of all the time, Dwight.
Oh, Dwight, yeah. He was. He was one of the aliens, wasn't he? Yeah, I think the one that's probably going to happen is probably closer to Star Wars. I think there will be some kind of galactic republic if aliens even exist. And I think that there will be one person that tries to rule it because there's always a dickhead, and there's always going to be a war. There's always going to be a war, no matter what.
Do you really think once we get that far down the road that it'll be a galactic republic? Because a republic is a representative of the people.
Yeah. I think so, but because I think I think like even Star Wars or Star Trek the same way. I mean, I think there's the Federations. It's not?
We'll get into that in the next question.
Okay. Well, I think a galactic republic is probably the way it's going to go. Then, like I said, there's always some dickhead that's going to try to ruin everything and take over everything for himself.
We have a hard enough time getting along with other people in our own town.
Yeah.
let alone people from
The
other
universe.
worlds.
Yeah, there's racism now.
It's like, well, would that be racism? Or would that be speciesism? Yeah,
Speciesism.
You don't like me because my penis grows out of my forehead, you intolerant dick. Hold on.
It's the fact that it keeps getting hard whenever you look at me.
Why do you keep calling me a unicorn?
I don't like how it always like.
Oh, we going to Unicorn Planet again? Damn it.
Yeah, damn it. I have been.
They either swiping it out of their eyes or they look like a inappropriate unicorn.
Well, this is not the way you should. Whoever told you that, being horned is the way we greet people is totally raping your face.
Okay, this went sideways really quick. Hopefully we don't meet that species. And if we do, they're pacifists.
Oh, yeah. So, I think Star Wars probably the future. Or we're just not going to join anything. We'll just
Star Trek or Star Wars? Pick one. You said Star Wars. Now you say
Star Wars. Star Wars. I think Star Wars is probably going to be the closest to our future.
Okay. I don't know. I think
without the Jedi.
Yeah, you never know. You never know what's out there in space, Kevin. I think it's going to be closer to well, I don't know. It depends on I think it might go from a step from like Star Wars to like Star Trek. That's what I think. Like when we start getting into like deep space travel, if we don't blow ourselves up because we're super stupid people, I think it'll be like deep space, exploring the galaxy. I think that'll be closer to Star Trek.
Yeah, but you said what government system?
All right, we're wrapping up part 1 of the Star Trek versus Star Wars versus the Orville versus Galaxy Quest. So until next week, I'm Josh.
And I'm Kevin.
And this was the Lost Art of Common Sense. We'll see you next week, everybody.
See ya.
Common Sense!
Common Sense!